Bearded Appliance Repair, and we're going to help you fix it. Today, guys, we got ourselves a GE dishwasher. Now, this dishwasher is giving us an H2O error, which simply means it's not getting any water. But we can tell whenever we open the door that this thing really is getting some water, so likely it's going to be a pressure switch issue. And with these new ones, I've been finding as they get used, debris and stuff will get into the pressure switch and everything. That's what we're looking at. But if you are trying to figure out what the heck's going on with yours, some dishwashers have this display like this one does, where it says H2O. Makes it easy for you. Hey, you need some H2O. Where's your H2O? And others, they'll act funky. It'll act like it's starting, but it'll stop within a few minutes. And you're just like, okay, I don't know what's going on with this thing. You'll think it's a door switch problem, or maybe even a water valve issue. And we're going to tackle what to look for whenever we run into these. So if you have a GE dishwasher, what I want you to do first is take off that kick plate that's down here. I already have it off now, but I'm going to show you guys how to get it off here in a second. And it's simply 2 screws, one on the left, one on the right, 1/4 inch, and back those suckers out. Take the kick plate off. You may have some insulation there to help with sound dampening. You remove that as well, and right behind that should be that pressure switch. So once we get to it, I'll actually point to it, show you what it looks like. But if you guys have one of these pressure switches, and even if this isn't your issue, keep in mind, because this will likely happen to your dishwasher at some point. But if you take off that kick plate and you don't have this pressure switch, it's that guy right there. It's that white piece with that tab I got my finger on. And you can easily get it off just by pulling that tab and lifting it up. But if you don't have this pressure switch, you're going to be looking at something else. The older models, I want to say this came out in probably 2019, 2020. So if you have one built earlier than that, you don't have this pressure switch, but you can easily check just by taking off the kick plate, seeing if you see this guy right up front. So, easy to get this pressure switch off. Pull that tab, turn it counterclockwise, and she'll pop out of the hole. There will be a little bit of water coming out behind it. And once you get that off, you can get this wire harness off. Once you get the wire harness off, you can take the pressure switch out from its housing and look to see if the hole is either covered up with some grease, some sort of debris that might be blocking the hole from getting that pressure to tell it to say, hey, I'm getting water, or hey, I'm empty, that kind of stuff. So there's 2 tabs, one on the left, one on the right, one at a time. Just pull back, and you'll be able to pull up on the black pressure switch. And once she pops right out, on that side there, you'll see there's supposed to be a hole. And we got some nasty gunk in there. Who knows what that is? And I always take a pick set and just try and dig it out. You do not want to get a paper towel and push water or push that stuff down deeper. You want to try to get a pick set and fish it out. You want to get the stuff that's in it out of it. So pick set, paper towel. I am not going in the hole on this one. I'm going around the hole. I'm not pushing inside at all. Just going around the hole, and then I'm going to clear it out with this pick set. I'm actually going to fast forward it a little bit for you, so you guys don't have to, watch me for 15 minutes cleaning this sucker. But, slowly but surely, get a little bit at a time, fishing out whatever this stuff is. I'll also say that white housing, it can get debris in it as well. This one looks fairly clean, but if you need to, go ahead and clean up that housing. this one looks good. So we're going to put that pressure switch back into the housing. We're going to put it back in, and then we're going to give her a test. Make sure she's good to go. I'll recommend you guys to plug this back in before you guys put the pressure switch back on, because the wire harness is on the opposite side, and it'll be really tough for you to get that back on there if you can't see what you are doing. So get that on. Put the pressure switch back in at the position you got it out from. Turn it that quarter of a turn, look like a little bit less. Then from there, you can start it, see if she will fill up and start washing. You'll know that it's fixed because it'll last longer than, say, 15 seconds or so, because it doesn't take long for these errors to pop up. And you'll hear that water valve push in water too, like it'll make like a hissing noise, a shh or whatever. Even though if it does not stop, if it continues to go, likely the issue is fixed. If your issue is not resolved after cleaning that guy out, you guys might simply need a new one. I'm going to try and find a link for it. If I can find one, I'll have it in the description down below if you guys need it. If you don't, fantastic. This video probably helped you out. But yeah, this guy fills up with water. She starts to wash. So we know this guy is good to go. Yeah, and as a technician, it's always good to test, and retest. Make sure everything is good to go before you guys get out of the house, just so you don't have to come back. Callbacks are not profitable, or not as profitable. Yeah, I forgot about this guy. This guy is draining right now, which is really cool. Another thing, guys, if your dishwasher will drain with the door open, likely yours has a pressure switch like this one does. And while that was happening, we did find one of these clips for the what do you call those? Bottle tubes. Bottle jets, that's what they are. One of these clips for the bottle jets here. Really good for like water bottles or baby bottles or whatever. Pretty cool little feature on this one here. But yeah, found that little guy at the bottom. We clipped that guy back on as well while we were here. And again, test, and retest. So you know it's good to go before you button it back up. By the way, make sure there's no leaks after you put that guy back in as well. You do not want to fix it and cause another issue. So say your O-ring or whatnot came off, didn't realize it, just make sure you take a look underneath it just to make sure there's no leaks. Water damage is not fun to deal with, so prevent them leaks, guys. So yeah, we're good to go. Everything's fine. So we got to put the insulation back on and the toe kick back on, and bada bing bada boom, we got another fixed one here for you folks. But yeah, this is a new GE dishwasher, not very old at all, just a couple years probably, and this is probably the 5th time I've seen it out in the field, so probably gonna see it more and more. So if this video helps, give me a like, subscribe, and I do appreciate y'all watching. Thanks again.